to talk to me. But I do tend to play these characters, and I don't know if any of you have seen a thing called Time Shifters. It was a movie that I did it was on TV a lot, probably about 5-7 years ago, and I played a tourist from the future that came back to natural disasters. And the whole thing was that nobody could figure out why this guy kept appearing on the Lindenberg disaster and several other disasters, and my photograph was there time and time again. So then our hero, who was Casper Van Dien at the time, realized that guy means that there's going to be a disaster. So the movie takes place on a plane, and then suddenly somebody sees me across the aisle and realizes the plane's going to come down. Well, of course, from that time on, people would look across the aisle at me. It's okay, really. And now I get it's death. I'm nice, really. Yeah. Well, I'm from Toronto. Although you notice how I say it. I am originally from Britain, so I hit the T. So I don't say it properly. How should I say it? Thank you. Any more questions? Yeah. Hi. I see. That's it. I get it. Oh, so it was people lined it up. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So yes, and there's a lot of people. Okay. Don't ask me technical questions about that. Go on.
I want to say that I absolutely love death. He has this amazing, quiet, almost terrifying strength about him, and I enjoy that very much.
Well, thank you. It's because I keep forgetting my lines. It's great. The way that it's been written is great for me, and yeah, I mean, when you play somebody that's completely powerful, there's no point in putting a lot of effort in it. You might as well have fun doing it. So that's what I do, and I try to be gentle and charming. So it adds to the spookiness.
My question for you is, what has been your most challenging shot? The one that you've had to do over and over and over again.
On the series? On
Supernatural, yes.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be that first pizza. See, it's that deep dish pizza. It was getting, well, you know, you do the master shot, you eat and eat and eat, you're very keen, and then you suddenly realize, I've got to match that every time. And I've got to keep chewing and chewing and chewing, I've got to swallow and then sound articulate and get a lot of exposition out at the same time. So that really was the challenge.
Why did you have to do it so many times?
Well, just in the way that the scene is shot, it has to be a lot. I mean, as we all know, it's shot very, very well, and it's shot really almost like a feature film, and there's a lot of coverage, and that's what gives it a sense of quality that you will respond to. So it means that there's a lot of takes. So one simple movement has to be repeated many times. All right. Oh, we're going to clap. No, see, I'm waving my arms around too. This is what my wife says.
Hi, Julian.
Hello.
2 quick questions.
Yeah.
1, are you going to guest star on Lost Girl again? Yeah. And 2, how do you as an actor prepare for death? Like, how do you get there in that headspace to play death?
Lost Girl, that was a strange one. That was the last minute call. I happen to know the director. I do a lot of Canadian work with Canadian directors. Lost Girl, as you all know, is shot here in Toronto, right? And one of somebody said, oh, someone couldn't do it. We'll get Julian. Get him in, and he'll do it. So I it was really quick and on the lamb. I just came in and did that, and I don't know really if there's any character development for that. I don't know. It's not on the cards. And then preparing for death. Honestly, I read the scene. I think that the writing for the death scenes is so good that I have to just approach it as an actor, and I have to figure out the dramatic curve of the scene, and play the scene, play it as a classical actor, and that's what I do.
Welcome to the family. You know you're in your life now.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, how was it working with Jensen, especially in that first episode?
Great. He was so gracious, and as I said, I was really new, and I'm the kind of actor, I do a lot of character parts in a lot of series, so I get parachuted into things, and it's a bit, sometimes it can be a bit intimidating with people that, you know, really know what's going on. It can be a bit, oh please, you know, but no, it was a pleasure working with him.
You did wonderful too.
Well, he made me feel very comfortable, and a lot of the warmth that we see between he and I as characters comes from the fact that he's so generous as an actor.
That's great. Thank you.
I guess we'll switch, shall we? Yeah? Am I doing the right thing? Yeah? This is good? Okay.
I'm a newbie too. You're doing a great job.
Well, thank you.
Quick question. The junk food that you so enjoy on the show, what's your personal favorite? Junk food in real life.
Oh, junk food in real life? Well, I come from the land of the chip butty. Do you know what that is? Yeah. It's like white Wonder Bread filled with French fries, with chips. So, I mean, I grew up eating that, or white bread with fish fingers inside. That's another one. The deep fried Mars bar is another one. Also, I mean, we're Canadians, so, I mean, poutine. Butter tarts. Yeah. You know, it goes on. I love junk food. I really do. So it's an amazing coincidence. Thank you. Thanks. Hi.
Dan has a sense of humor. Do you add some things to him, or it's already in the script?
I add little touches and twiddle, but it's so well written that it is in the script, and I just pull out some of the humorous things. I mean, when I guess my favorite character line is in the opening episode of this season, when we go through all this stuff about the Leviathans and this confrontation with God, and then I say, "Nice pickle chips, by the way." You can't lose with writing that. So I just play into that and enjoy having fun with the guys on stage. The sound stage. Good job, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hi.
I want to ask you about a very small role, small as in you weren't on screen for very long.
Right.
In a movie called Cube.
Yeah. Yes, I was Cube.
You were Cube, and I want to know how exactly did you prepare to get sliced into tiny cubes by barbed wire?
It actually took a long time. At the time, the technology was really advanced. I mean, now it would all be computer generated, but it really was. Actually, I had a body cast, so I had to get a complete body cast done. I had to stand in exactly the right place. And it was all done manually, and that's why it was shocking at the time. It is something I do. I spend, because of the characters I play, I did a movie called Wrong Turn. I don't know if anyone knows that. Which was again shot in Ontario, in which I played a hillbilly cannibal. Just for change. But that was 4 hours to get my makeup for that one. And so the same thing, the preparation is stamina and mental, and I try and keep fit. I actually, when I do that kind of stuff, I try and keep fit physically, and then mentally, hopefully I won't be getting really cranky on hour 3 when there's people doing this,
Well, it definitely pays off, because that's one of the most horrifying movie openings I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, well thank you. It took a while for me to actually be in a film that my daughter could see. It was, can I say it? No, sorry. I don't think you should see this one. Although, I have to say, during Canadians here, you must know the Canadian Heritage Month.
Yeah.
Can you remember which one has been owed or not? You must be bored to death of it by now. Winnie the Pooh. I did that, I don't know, how many, like 15 years ago, and often people will come up to me, "You're the guy in Winnie the Pooh!" Okay. So there's the antidote to death there. Hi.
When they were casting for Death,
Yeah.
what was the job description, particularly the character's appearance for Death? Must be able to look like Death or no?
Yeah, well, generally I answer the call to weird, edgy, strange, intense. You know, any of those words float around my head. There's a job, Julian. So yeah, but you know, I mean that comes with the territory. When you look like this, you just have to embrace it and have fun with it too. So, I'm not, you know, my mum's my fan, and you know, I'm not a fan club. Well, thank you. That's very nice.
Hi, Julian.
Hi.
I think I speak for everybody here when I say that you hold your own with these guys on stage, and you know whatever you've been told, you're a lovely, bright, beautiful human being.
Oh.
You have one of the best character opens in the entire series. Of all of the scenes that you shot, which one is your favorite?
Well, that's got to be right up there. In fact, it probably is, and that was the very first thing I did. And I arrived on the set. It was what they call the backlog, which is it's formerly the Watchmen set. We actually shot that on in Vancouver because it's a street, right? But it's controlled. It wasn't an actual street in Vancouver. It was on a film lot. And there I was handed this incredible white limousine. And go on, you just drive that there, and then you go past that flag and through there and stop. It's a bit overwhelming, but it was great. And you know, once you've got an entrance like that, then the rest is just plain sailing.
What did you think of the finished scene with Jen Titus's "Oh Death" overlaid?
Isn't that fantastic? Yeah, isn't it? I mean, that's where the series is special, and it goes beyond so many other series in that it's creative, you know, and those kind of choices are fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Your character is just awesome. Very ominous. You're just standing there and not saying anything. Kind of creepy. What I'm wondering is because it takes so much, I'm sure it would take concentration to stay so serious when you're working with people that are consistently funny, possibly making pranks on other people, cracking jokes and stuff. I was just wondering if there was any time that you were maybe you were so concentrated in the scene that it faded into another one.
I always try and stay alive with the moment, and if stuff happens, even in the tape that makes you laugh or goes wrong, you just keep with it. I'm not like so intense that I walk around scowling. But you're running around, don't talk to him. No, I try and keep it pretty light. And I come from a theatre background, and I'm originally British, and I trained in the theatre, worked in the theatre, came on tour with the theatre company, and toured Toronto, Chicago, New York, and met my wife, who's from Toronto. And that's why I live here, but I have a theatre background, and I think in the theatre, especially, the approach to character is much more, it's kind of down to earth, and you got to get on with things, and you just got to be down to earth. Thanks. Are you getting bored yet? Is it, okay, good. All right, keep going, good. Hello.
Yes, okay, well.
No, I'm not supposed to be on. I'm doing a very good job of the host. I'm not asking anybody's names.
You're doing great.
Oh, okay. So maybe later when we sign things, I say hello. Yeah. I believe there's a signing procedure. So yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah. So I was wondering, you have quite an intense scene with Misha Collins when it's like the Godstone versus Death thing.
Yeah.
And was it hard to shoot because Misha Collins is kind of known for like laughing on set a lot? And I was wondering if it was hard to like keep focused.
Keep focused. No, that one. No, he was focused on that one, but there was a lot to do in that scene, and it was a key episode. I mean, it was the opening, right? So we were all very focused, and we were on location. We didn't have the control of the studio, so we had to get it and do it quickly. So no, and it was the first time I'd met him. So there's always that thing when, you know, as an actor, I mean, it's like any human interaction, right? When you first meet people, it's like, is he really like, you know, is he like that or not? I'm sure he was thinking the same about me too. Do I touch him or? Yeah, so, and I'm quite happy for that too, you know. If things get a bit out of hand, I just glamour. Yeah, but no, it's great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hi. Oh, yeah, just a round of applause. Makes us feel good.
Hi, Julian. I don't know if you ever tire of hearing this, but you're absolutely brilliant. Just absolutely.
Thank you.
What I'm wondering is if you can maybe share with us some of your upcoming projects, maybe including some future appearances on Supernatural.
Yeah, well, I can't say about Supernatural. I don't know. Honestly, I can tell you that. I would hope so, and I feel very much a part of the team and the family. But I've also left for very specific times and appearances, and I think that's part of the fun of the character is that he doesn't outwear his welcome. He has a sort of he hovers above it a little bit, and it's there in the background. So there's that. But I've just been shooting a very interesting production in Vancouver again. It's the new Superman movie. It's all sort of like very quiet. Nobody can hear, can they? No, so it's that. We're calling it Autumn Frost, but some people call it Superman Man of Steel. Zack Snyder is directing it. So I've just done some. See, I can't really tell you much about it, but my stuff all takes place on Krypton. So a couple of weeks ago, and my stuff is with Michael Shannon and Russell Crowe. So it's kind of exciting. So and you know, being on a huge set like that is fun. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Hi, Julian. How are you today?
Very well, thank you.
My question for you is, if you could play any part in any role to date, what would you pick and why?
Any role?
Any role.
Here. Action hero.
Is there a specific movie or?
No, I'm just. I'm going to get, you know, my agent said, let's go against type. Now, what could you be? Action hero?